Hey there. Hey, thanks for taking the time to open this video. I appreciate you doing that. My name is Matt Potratz. I'm a professional motivational speaker and author and mentor. And one of my favorite areas to have an impact in is on-the-job safety. I found a really unique place there and a really unique impact there. Something that lasts a long time and leaves people with something in their mind for many years to come that they're thinking about. And so I used to ride snowmobiles at a professional level for film companies that make the extreme backcountry movies, jumping off cliffs, climbing chutes, doing the crazy stuff. And I was very good at what I did. I rode in 7 different motion pictures. I was one of the elite athletes of my kind in the world. I was very well known in that circuit. And so in the midst of my profession, I had a mishap. I set off an avalanche. And the avalanche sent me off a wall of rock and crushed me to a tree and buried me and broke my neck and femur and ribs and collapsed lung and brain damage. I spent 41 days in a coma and over 3 months in the hospital on a long journey of recovery. Still got a completely paralyzed left arm today. And so I bring them that perspective of the fact that I did not know going to work that morning or going to film that day that was going to happen. In 12, from the time that avalanche fractured to the time I was crushed in a tree and buried, it was 12 seconds. In a mere 12 seconds, everything changed. And so I was left at a crossroads with a choice. I came out of a coma with a paralyzed arm and a broken neck and all the messed up stuff, and I had to choose discipline or regret. And I had to embrace the fact that discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons. And of course, I have them associate that perspective with their life, but more so with their job. On the job, discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons. Looking back saying, man, I wish I would have, for the sake of my family. I wish I would have been safer. I wish I would have followed protocol. I wish I would have done the right thing. And so I bring them out the perspective the entire time. We keep going back to that question: are you going to face ounces or tons? In fact, I even leave them with stickers, decals for their hard hats and lunch boxes that say ounces or tons, so they remind themselves every day, am I going to face ounces of discipline to do it right, or the tons of regret saying I wish I would have, for the sake of maybe even this, right? Maybe a paralyzed limb or a worst case scenario, death. And so it's a valuable perspective there, but it's also going to make them better at life. And if they get better at life, they're going to get better at their job, because they look at choices and look at just the perspective of fighting and pushing and doing the right thing and going when it's hard. And so they get all these unique perspectives on life that are going to make them better at their marriages and better at their jobs, better with their kids, and therefore they're going to be better workers for you in the workforce as well. And so it's a very, very unique perspective, but highly valuable perspective. They leave that. It's either you can have to do it in a conference setting, we can do it in a training meeting setting, you can come to your workplace and do several sessions throughout your entire workforce. We can do all kinds of things with it, but no matter what we do with it, it's going to have a massive impact. And I say that not because I'm conceited or think I'm special. I say that based upon personal experience. I've seen many tears shed. I've seen many jaws drop. I've seen many aha moments. I believe we can create that in your organization. I'd love to have an opportunity to come inspire change and ask your workforce, are you going to face ounces or tons? Let's connect soon, okay? Look forward to it. Thank you.